Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be a little bit different. So I've had this channel for a year now and it's kind of crazy because it feels like yesterday. But I've always done makeup and skincare related video because obviously I opened this channel to talk about makeup and skincare because that's what I really love. And I've never done any more personal videos, so I thought that since it's been 1 year, it would be the perfect time to do something like this. And this video is gonna be 25 random facts about me so that you can get to know me a little bit better. By the way, I filmed a tutorial on this look. It's probably gonna go after this video goes up. I was too lazy and I just changed my top and put my hair up because I was so hot. So yeah, that's gonna go up after this if you're interested to see how I created this look. So without further ado, let's do this. Okay, fact number 1. I have lived in 6 different cities and I can already tell you it's not gonna stop there. So part of this, it was due to my parents because I was just a kid and I couldn't decide, but later it became up to me. And honestly, moving is very hard, but I really like change. I don't know, because it feels like you get a fresh start and I really like that feeling. Number 2, I speak 4 languages and I'm trying to learn a 5th one. It might sound a lot, but it really wasn't that difficult because of the situation. Like for example, I speak Albanian because of my parents, and then I speak Greek because I grew up in Greece, and of course I speak English because everybody does, and I speak Norwegian because I live in Norway. So it was mostly the living situation that did it, so it was quite easy. But I am trying to learn 1 more language. Number 3, I have taken Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes and I loved it. I stopped because it was a little bit inconvenient to go there. I had to take the bus for like 45 minutes or something, so I stopped. But I would do it again because I really enjoyed it. Number 4, I've never broken a bone in my life and I hope it stays like that. Number 5, I used to eat paper when I was little. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. My mother used to tell me that when they couldn't find me, I would be hiding somewhere eating paper. And sometimes that paper would be money, so not very convenient. From what I remember, I didn't swallow it, I just like chewing on it, but it's still disgusting. Number 6, I love organization. I spend way too much time doing that, especially with my makeup. I organize it way too often. I just love it so much. Number 7, I have the need to finish stuff. I cannot throw something until it's completely empty. And sometimes when I buy something and it turns out that I don't like it, I torture myself and I make myself finish it before I throw it. Like for example, in my last empties videos, I talk about a nail polish remover that I hated, and obviously it was in my empty, so I made myself use it up before I could throw it. So yeah, that's not so much fun for me, but that's how it is. I really feel the need to do it. I can't stop it. Number 8, I take things very personal. It's something that really annoys me. For example, at school or work, if somebody tells me that's not supposed to be done like that, and they're being completely professional about it, but I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I just take everything so personal, and I really don't like it because that makes me think something for days and makes me sad, and it's not nice. And to follow up with that fact, I cry very easy too, because I don't know, I'm very sensitive and I could cry for the smallest thing. Even if I don't want it, I cannot control it, I cannot stop it, I don't know how to stop it, I need help. And the worst part is that even if I shed a tear, my whole face gets red, and you can definitely tell that I've been crying probably for an hour after I cried. So yes. Number 10, for those of you that didn't know this, I study chemistry. Number 11, I really love traveling. I feel like it's one of the best things you can do for yourself. You just learn so much and you become a different person, and I just love it. In my opinion, it's totally worth investing on it. Number 12, I don't think something twice. Like if you ask me, do you want to go to Spain next weekend? I'll be like, hell yeah. Am I in the middle of my finals? Yes. Do I care? No. So yeah, I almost never overthink things. I always go with my first instinct. And it has turned out quite alright so far. Not always, but most of the time. Number 13. I use turmeric in my foundations because I have a very yellow undertone, and I find it very hard to find a foundation that doesn't look pink on me. People make fun of me for that, but it works and it doesn't make me break out. So I'm gonna keep doing that until I don't have to. Number 14. I just started watching Game of Thrones. I know. But I finally decided to do it and I really like it. And I'm actually in season 3, so not too bad. Number 15. I don't like Coke or Pepsi or whatever, any soft drinks, to be honest. I drink Sprite sometimes, but in general I don't really like soft drinks. They just give you so much gas and I don't like that. Number 16. My biggest fear is somebody walking in on me on a public toilet. Yeah, it's weird, but whenever I go in a public toilet, I always think about that, and I have to hold the door with my hand because I know that I locked the door, but my brain says that what if it unlocked itself? And the worst toilets are the ones that open outwards, because if the door opens inwards, then I can just push it and close it. But if it opens outwards, then they can just see, like, hey. Every single time I use a public bathroom, I always think about that. If I had to eat only 3 things for the rest of my life, that would be cheese, especially feta cheese, tomatoes, and olives. I don't know if it is because I grew up in Greece and we have a lot of those, but they're just my favorite thing to eat. I mean, I'm obsessed with them. And some time ago I tried to go dairy free, and it was so difficult just because of the cheese. I mean, there were some alternatives, but I don't feel like it was the same, so I couldn't do that. Number 18. So my favorite series of all time was CSI Miami, and I started watching that since I was 15, and that's what got me to be obsessed with Miami, and I wanted to move there. All of my friends know about that. It's really an obsession. And the thing is that I've never been there, and I'm afraid that when I go, it might not be as good as I have made it out to be, so we'll see. Number 19. I don't think I have any allergies, which is a good thing, of course, but you never know. You might develop later, so... Okay, so when I was in middle school, I was playing with my uncle, and then somehow I hit my head on a table or something, and I actually hit my eyebrow right here, and it started bleeding so much, and I really didn't think that it was bleeding, and I was like, ow, my head. And then when I looked at my hand, I was like, blood. What happened? This is worse than I thought. I did manage to stop the bleeding, but then I had the black eye for a week. And that was not fun, going to school with a black eye, because I didn't really use makeup at the time, so I didn't really hide it. And the worst thing is that people didn't believe me if I thought that somebody hit me on the face. Number 21. I love colors. You might have noticed that. I always do colorful looks on Instagram and here, and I feel like I cannot live without color. I know that a lot of people really love neutrals and black and white, but I need color. Number 22. I love dogs. I really want a dog. And my parents would never let me get a dog because they thought that it's too much work and they are too dirty and stuff and they don't belong in the house. But I don't agree with that, and I really want to get a dog one day. So I hope that happens. Number 23. I bleach my own hair because it's hella expensive to do it in the hairdressers, here in Norway at least. It doesn't always turn out like I want it to be, but for the price that I pay, I'm more than satisfied with it. Number 24. I used to get sick a lot when I was little, and well, I still do. I would spend quite some time on hospitals, which leads me to number 25. Because I would spend so much time at hospitals, I wanted to be a doctor when I grew up, and now I don't know. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this different kind of video. I hope you get to connect a little bit more with me and to learn a little bit more about me. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again in my next one. Bye!